Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your weekly Weasel News Report. I'm Zach Nando, and today we've got some very interesting topics to discuss regarding Grand Theft Auto 6. But before you leave your hate comment, just stop what you're doing and go ahead and click that like button. Not only for the algorithm, but for your chance to win a free copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 2. Just go ahead and stop. Stop. Okay, thank you. At 5 million likes, we're going to go ahead and give away this copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. So we've got two tweets from Rockstar Support. I know, Rockstar Support. But one of those might be hinting at a GTA 6 announcement coming soon. So how did I dream this up? Well, just stop what you're doing. Stop your little hate comment, because it's going to go straight to my spam folder. Nobody's even going to see it. But where did I come up with this? Well, there's actually a thread on the GTA forums called Analyzing the Past to Predict the Future. I've referenced it so many times, but this thread details every single GTA 5 leak that we've gotten. So when it comes to GTA 6 leaks, I always refer back to this as a source to kind of compare and contrast and see whether or not something might be somewhat credible. Also, I understand that this might seem like a long shot and a bit of a stretch, but in this case, I'm just the messenger because it just seems somewhat interesting. So to recap, on October 5th, 2011, someone asked Rockstar Games on Twitter, when are we going to see a new GTA? Best game ever. And when is the new Grand Theft Auto coming out? And Rockstar said, big shout out to all the Grand Theft Auto fans worldwide who we know are anxious to hear about what's next for the franchise, but we don't have any news at this time. All we can say is right now we're focused on our upcoming releases, which are Max Payne 3, as well as LA Noire for PC, Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition, and Max Payne for mobile devices. When and if we have anything to report regarding the Grand Theft Auto franchise, you know that we'll do so here at the Newswire or on our Twitter or Facebook. And then 2.5 weeks later, on October 25th, 2011, Rockstar Games, out of nowhere, announced publicly and officially Grand Theft Auto 5. So remember all of that because we're going to compare it in just a moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at these tweets towards Rockstar Support that were tweeted at me yesterday. These are legit. You can check them out, linked down below in the description. Also, I just want to preface that with Rockstar Support, they have copy and pasted cookie cutter generic lines. So they're not going to announce anything on the support page, but it was just interesting. So tweet number 1 says, is Bully 2 ever coming out? To which Rockstar Support responded with, we have not released any information. Please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official updates. And okay, we know that Bully 2 will probably never happen, but tweet number 2 is a little bit more interesting. They said, okay, thanks. And I also have one last question. Will there ever be a new installment in the Grand Theft Auto franchise? And Rockstar Support responded with, keep an eye out for info on that on our Newswire page. So while those responses were partially the same about staying tuned to the Newswire page, as for Bully 2, which we know, like I said, will probably just never happen, sadly, Rockstar Support said we have not released any information. But as far as the response to the next installment in Grand Theft Auto, they said just keep an eye out on our Newswire page. And some very interesting things that I want y'all to take note of is, firstly, the dates. This is in like the UK format, or the format that's used all around the world except for the United States. It's not July 9th, it's from September 7th, which was just yesterday. So anyways, as far as this goes and comparing it to the announcement of GTA 5, Rockstar said just stay tuned for the Newswire. We don't really have any plans right now. And then boom, 2.5 weeks later, GTA 5 was announced. Well, in this case, it seems like Rockstar Games has developed a pattern of announcing their titles in October. And what is next month? Well, it's October. And as much as I want GTA 6 to be announced in 2020, if it does happen, great. But I feel like with what's going on in the world right now that I can't say because the video will get demonetized and just nobody will see it. So anyways, October is next month. So if it's going to happen in 2020, it would probably be sometime next month. But anyways, just the responses to that tweet and the comparison to Grand Theft Auto 5 and how Rockstar said very similar things, I thought was just very interesting. So yeah, it could be a stretch, it could be a long shot, but like I said, I just found this to be quite interesting as October's coming up. So hopefully, hey, fingers crossed, we'll have some good news. Now, next up, I want to transition into something that's a bit more just like comical and funny, but there's an actual, and they've popped up in the past before we've talked about them, but an actual Grand Theft Auto 6 Pre-order Rockstar digital download CD key for $62. This is obviously a legit scam, but in the instance that somebody were to come across this and you happen to be watching this video, it would most likely be a very young child. Hopefully you don't have access to your parents' credit card info. But anyways, this is fake. Obviously, it's not from Rockstar Games, Kingwin.com or .net. I mean, who's going to trust that? But what's funny is they actually have a description for this, and well, I just wanted to read that to y'all. So there's a placeholder release date, which is December 31st, 2021, and the description reads as follows: Grand Theft Auto 6 will be another installment of the iconic video game series. And the grammar here is horrible. That's obviously how you know it's fake as well. But as we know, the Grand Theft Auto series is based on cities similar to American metropolises. Their names changed. Players had already... It's hard to read this. Players had already the opportunity to drive the streets of Los Santos, Los Angeles, Vice City, Miami, or Liberty City, New York. We didn't visit sunny Vice City since 2006. This creates speculation that this is where the action of the upcoming part will take place. In addition, this part number can be written with the Roman number VI, which can cleverly make up the first two letters of an exotic city. The best moment to return to Vice City is the golden period for such locations. For example, the colorful 80s century. The 80s century. According to Rockstar's official information, Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to undergo a revolution in terms of a living and open world. Communities of people are to be on the agenda. Each district is to live its own life, and passerby will have their own personalities, which we will see at any time of the game. One of the playable characters could be a woman. The number of main characters has not yet been determined. Rockstar can even return to the pattern known from older installments of the cycle. Guns, rifles, and rocket launchers will be handed over to the protagonist again. Rockstar will definitely want to implement elements from Red Dead Redemption 2, where players can focus on personalizing weapons. It is possible that GTA 6 will contain such details. Numerous cars, boats, and planes likely will appear in Grand Theft Auto 6. Such means of transport can facilitate the drug smuggling. So anyways, that's comical. I just wanted to read that to y'all because sometimes people take these videos too serious. I mean, aside from me enjoying making these and talking about these topics, which I haven't really done much in the past 2 to 3 months, but it's fun to just discuss things, but also it's fun to laugh at things like this when it's obviously fake. And the fact that people do try to promote this stuff as real, which is why I make these videos, to laugh at this stuff, but also let y'all know for the gullible people out there, because there are some people who are gullible who believe this stuff. People know what I do in real life. I'm a Grand Theft Auto YouTuber. I upload GTA stuff. So I have people come to me all the time, or even tag me and stuff on Facebook, people that I know, saying, hey, is this real? Did you hear about GTA 6 USA or anything like that? When it's obviously fake. So anyways, people are gullible. Shout out to the people who are not gullible, and those of y'all who hopefully don't turn to hate but say, Zach, obviously this is fake. Well, yeah, but there are those people who just don't believe that. So anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed, got a little laugh out of that, and let me know what your thoughts are on the whole tweet from Rockstar support. Hope y'all enjoyed.